Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to see the moving coil instruments. Okay, so moving coil instruments are generally used to measure the DC quantities. Okay, the moving ion instruments are used to measure the AC quantities, but the moving coil instruments are used to measure the DC quantities. That means there are direct current quantities. Let us see the construction and working of a moving coil instrument. Okay, uh, but even though it is a DC quantity, moving coil concept, but the operating forces, operating torques of an instrument remain same, which is deflection torque, controlling torque, and damping torque. Okay, so these three torques will remain same for all kind of moving ion or either moving ion or a moving coil instrument. So those things will be remain same. Okay, let us see first. There are two types of moving coil instrument. One is permanent magnet moving coil instrument, and the second one is dynamometer type instrument. Okay, so as we seen in the moving ion, here the construction of a scale is given for measuring the value, and the pointer is given. The pointer is to just to move and show the exact value in the scale. And instead of electromagnet, the moving coil instrument have a permanent magnet with a U shape, which has north pole and the south pole. Okay, and there is a spring which is used for the controlling torque purpose. And here, don't worry about it. The electromagnet and the magnet will do the same function only, because it is to make or to produce the magnetic effect to the instrument to make the pointer to move here. Okay, and iron cores which is used here. Okay, so let us assume here, let us come back to the Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction effect. Okay, when there is a conductor or an iron core which is placed in between the two magnets of north pole and south pole, then the EMF will be induced in the core. Okay, and the core will produce the EMF will be there, and because of the closed one, there will be a current flow is also there. Okay, so here, and another specific type is moving coil. Okay, moving coil will be present there. So when, because of these two magnets, okay, and also the EMF will be induced in the core, okay, which makes there is a torque production in the moving coil. Okay, when there is a torque production in the moving coil, this moving coil will start to rotate. So when it gets the magnetic line, so to the core of moving coil, okay, where the electricity of DC quantities can be passed, and because of the permanent magnetic effect, the magnetic flux will cut the moving coil, and because of the supply which is given from the outside, it may be a voltage or a current or a power, then the moving coil will start to move. Automatically the pointer which is connected to the moving coil will also rotate, which makes the pointer to movement from left to right here. Okay, so this is how the moving permanent magnet moving coil instrument actually works. Okay, let me come to the second part, that is dynamometer type instrument. Okay, here it's very simple. There is a fixed coils which is mentioned as F. Okay, so here is a winding indication, and here is also winding indication. The same winding will be wounded, and it will be given to this another F fixed coil and will be written to the minus. And there is a moving coil here which is mentioned as M, and there is a spring control, and the pointer is connected to the spring with the moving coil. So when we give a supply, the fixed coil will produce the magnetic effect, and as I mentioned, so this will cut the moving coil conductor, and EMF induced and automatic torque production will be there. This torque production makes the pointer to move. Then the pointer will show the values which is mentioned in the scales. Okay, so this is how all the DC meters actually works. The fundamental principle of either a meter or a voltmeter, the concept of moving coil uh, with the permanent magnets, and also sometimes an electromagnets here. Okay, the dynamometer type is with the electromagnet and not with the permanent magnet. Okay, So when you want to refer more about the permanent magnet instruments, that means permanent magnet moving coil instrument, please refer these books, you know, which will help you to get more details on it, with the torque production, with the basic construction, the materials and everything. All right. Thank you.